Folks, today I'm going to talk to you on an extremely important topic. Also, you can call that as a message. That is a major paradigm shift, model change is upon human consciousness, on humanity. From this time onwards, from this period onwards, the evolution will take over and bring the humanity to experience the Turiya state as a routine process. Let me explain. In some of the Hindu scriptures, it has been told, and also science has identified this as well, that in the beginning, life was born, life appeared somehow in water. And then there was a major model change or paradigm shift. By the way, the first one, which lived mostly or not mostly, all the time in the water, is called the fish avatar or fish model. I like to call that as a more neutral term, more scientific term, like model rather than avatar, which Hindus call Matsya avatar. It's just a fish model. Then there was a paradigm shift to create a life which will live both in water as well as on, on the land. That's the tortoise model, which it was called Kurma avatar. Then there was a paradigm shift. New model of life was injected in humanity. The Varaga model, that is the beast model, which lived totally on the land instead of going back to water as the tortoise did. I have experienced this Varaha or the beast model in one of my Turiya state experience, and I documented it. I'll give a little bit more details to this so that you can understand what I'm talking about. If you recall my experience of this creation of Varaha model, Varaha avatar, I was the total darkness. Out of me, someone or somebody with a golden outline created a white pig. That's how I saw it in my Turiya state experience. And remember, the important point is that that golden light creates a new life, or it's a life principle to create a life from the darkness, from the eternal darkness. Same thing happened in another Turiya experience for me, in one of my Turiya experiences. That is, I looked at the darkness and I created the three integrated joined together heads, and the golden light from my forehead fell on the central one, created a woman. That's why I keep saying the golden light is the life principle in the whole existence, not only in the existence of human beings, but also everywhere in the Turiya state. After that white pig or Varaha was picked up from me, came out from me, started running, and I looked at it from the darkness, and I became one with that Varaha or the white pig. That is the I principle. That's why I've been saying it is that eternal unknown which is inside the darkness, which is everywhere, in every gods, the so-called gods, as well as in human beings. Now, after the beast model, Hindu scripture says a new model was introduced in the human consciousness, that is of man and of beast, which people call Narasimha Avatar. It's just a model, as I said. Then a new model was introduced that is totally a human being. That's what Hindu scripture says, Vamana Avatar, and so on, so on. Now, coming back to the current situation, the new model that has been introduced by my being here, in other words, my waking up in the human body that you are witnessing in this video, is to introduce a new model. This model will have or has, as I've been reporting in my videos, the Turiya state as a routine, normal experience, just like waking experience. From this point on, from this period on, the evolution will take over, as I have been saying before. After a major paradigm shift or model introduction, evolution will slowly take over, and everyone in the human experience or the human world or human consciousness will slowly through the evolution process copy that model paradigm shift. So from this point on, more and more people will slowly wake up to the Turiya state experience. At some point in the future, folks will not worship the so-called gods in the Turiya state. They will understand, just like Imagine a huge tree. There are leaves all over at the boundary of the tree's existence. There are supporting structures like branches, trunk, roots, etc. Currently, only the leaves are visible to the human consciousness. The supporting branches and trunk and roots are not visible. By experiencing more and more into the Turiya state, folks will understand, or the branches, the trunk and the root will become visible to everybody, slowly, through evolution process. At that time, people will realize the three lights, the red light, the white light, and the golden light, are created, are there to just support the human being. Just like the branches and the trunk and root are there to support the leaves. So they don't have to be worshipped. They don't have to be looked with awe. Right from the beginning separation of the witness and witnessed, which came out of the darkness. From that onwards, up to the golden light, they're all supporting structures to support the human life or the humanity. Folks will slowly, as I said, through evolution process, will experience this. Then you will not worship when someone says, I am the eternal unknown. Everything is my dream. All the gods, all the human beings are my own creation. In all of them, I am there as a witness. That day will come slowly. As I said in my first video, my goal is to remove this ignorance of the separation of the Turiya state from the waking, dreaming, deep sleep state of human existence. As I said in an earlier video, the so-called supporting structure, the gods, the lights, etc., they are there everywhere. They are of higher frequency existence. As soon as the human beings are born or are created or installed with this gateway or sensor or receiver to experience this high frequency, they'll be able to slowly move back and forth to the Turiya state and the waking state, dream state, etc. Just like currently you move almost every day from the waking state to dream state and the deep sleep state. Turiya state will become as normal as that. That's what I would like to talk to you today, folks. I'll talk to you very soon on another important aspect of human existence.